Hi guys, and welcome back to part 3 of my auction block Road to Glory series. First off, I want to say thank you to everyone who commented in the last video what filters I should put in. I'm really liking the feedback I'm getting from you guys on this one. It seems like all of you are enjoying it. And for the first one, we're going to go with the flashback player, and we actually managed to get Cromartie here, who is probably one of my favourite corners in the game. Him and Sherman, mainly because of their height and their lockdown presence, are just unbelievable in this game. I think those two together, best corners. But I needed a corner, and we got Cromartie, and then we actually managed to get Tyler Eifert as well, who is one of my favourite players this year, especially the Team of the Year version. I mean, he was one of the cheaper ones, the gold player. His gold version is the one I used earlier in the year when I couldn't afford the higher rated players, and this one just performs to another level. So I pick up those two guys and I go back to the comments and I see another one that's cropped up a few times, another filter that we can put in. So I'm going to go put it in the auction house here, hoping for certain players. I mean, there's certain positions we do need. Another cornerback would be nice, but you know, I'm just going to take anything we get at this point. And the one that was voted on was a throwback player, and we actually managed to get Dontari Poe, who is another one of my favourite players in this game as well. I just love his card, 100 strength. I mean, you can't get better than that, to be honest. But this is the team as it's looking now after 3 episodes. As you can see, we've got a pretty decent team up to this point already. I mean, we've got Tyler Eifert in there on offence as a new offensive threat, who's really going to help us in the games coming up. We've got Hakeem Nicks as well. We've got Bo Jackson, obviously. 99 rated Bo Jackson. If you didn't see how I got him in the last episode, definitely go back and watch that one. But also on defence here, we've got Dontari Poe, who's really going to help since we're running their 3-4. He'll be the big guy in the middle to stop everything. And we've also got Cromartie on the cornerback 1 slot, who, that was the main position we were getting beaten in. It's just people beating us deep or people just throwing easy passes that cornerbacks should be locking up. But luckily for us, he'll be able to stop that. But if you guys have enjoyed the episode up to this point, smash a like on the like button. Let's try and get over 15 likes. As per usual, comment down below on what filters I should be using for the next episode. Always good to hear your guys' feedback as well, and subscribe if you are new. But going into the first game here, didn't really have any options where to go with Bo Jackson there. Everything was locked up and he kicked it so far into the corner I would have had to cut back and potentially lost a lot of yards, so I'll just take the easy, few yard gain and go from there. But we're going to give it to Bo straight away. Got some good run blocking going on. Going to try and truck that guy, and we actually somewhat truck him, but he manages to get a few guys over to us, so we can't get any further. But that's not a bad way to start things off. I mean, nearly get a first down off the first run. Not going to complain there. Going to play action, so he thinks I'm going to run it again. Peyton Manning's going to throw probably one of the most accurate throws I've ever seen. I mean, that was perfect to Hakeem Nicks there. And I'm hoping we don't upgrade Peyton Manning at any point soon because of things like that. I mean, he can perfect throws consistently, and I'm a pocket passer type of player, and he's perfect for me. People like him, Tom Brady, Tony Romo, love those type of players. But this guy here is going to make his way forward a little bit. As you can see, 7-0 lead early on. Don't like to start on offense, but it paid off that time. Scored after 2 plays. So I'm just going to try and get as many sacks as I can. This guy was loving dumping it off. And first play of the game, I put a few guys deep. I'm happy to give him a few yards, if anything. But he managed to get a lot more yards than that. And he was calling hurry up offense all game. So I've cut out a few bits where he's done that, where he's got a few yards. But I'll put in all the big plays he has. And he runs it straight up the middle there. That's where my line should be doing better. I mean, we've got upgraded people in every position on the line. I mean, we've got a right end, we've got defensive tackle, we've got 2 defensive tackles actually, and we've got a good left end in Stark in there as well. So I'm hoping they can lock up the run game a little bit better in the episodes to come when I sort of learn to use a 3-4 defence a bit more, because I tend to play 4-3 a lot. But moving forward just a little bit here, as you can see, he's calling hurry up consistently. He forced him to 3rd down. He's probably going to dump it off, I'm thinking. He's going to dump it off or run it. So if he runs it, I'm going to lock up the middle here with the middle linebacker, because every other positions, pretty much, they can handle themselves at this point. We've got good people in every position. And we managed to lock up the run really nicely there with the middle linebacker. Force him to 4th down and 5th. 4th down and 5, sorry. And I was thinking he might potentially run it again. I mean, not many people run it on 4th down, so people tend to go deep coverage. And I was thinking with the play action there he was going to, but as you can see, left-hand side wide open, don't have anyone to lock him up, and he's going to get forward a little bit. But thankfully we stop him for a field goal because his red zone offense wasn't that great. So we're up 7-3. coming towards the end of the first quarter. All I want to do, get some more points on the board, get some good scores on the board for you guys, and get some good plays. And you can see we find a little gap there, nearly find our way through, but he manages to bring us down. And I really want to get a good kick return in for you guys as well, because I love watching a good kick return. I think it's amazing to watch. When it happens for you, against you, absolutely horrible. But 3rd and 10, I'm going to go deep. He was very unlucky there. But Sammy Coates, MVP of this team so far, I think Sammy Coates. Everything I've thrown his way, he has caught with ease. And Bo Jackson as well, as you can see, making some good runs. Didn't truck that guy there. Potentially could have trucked him, but he had 3 people coming up. So I didn't want to risk trucking him and maybe fumbling or anything. I'll just take the hit, take the yards and go from there. Try and run it in with Bo. Nice little juke move. 88 manages to stop us getting any further there, which is quite frustrating. But it's 4th and goal. I'm not going to settle for a field goal in this position. I'm going to go for it. As you can see, if I waited maybe an extra second or two, we would have been in there with Hakeem Nicks. I think that was the first pass he's dropped for the team, which is quite unlucky. But this guy here, he's picking the right play at the right time most of the time. He's going for the run when he should, and he's going for the pass when he should. And it was working for him. I mean, he had a successful drive last time, getting a field goal. Didn't get a touchdown, but if he gets a touchdown here, he is in the lead. And he throws it over the middle. Luckily, we managed to break that up. I mean, thankfully, I'm hoping when we get some more safeties coming up at some point soon, we'll be able to stop things like that. But he's wide open over the middle there. I went cover 3. He sent 4 people deep, so one person was going to be open. And he picked him out perfectly through an absolute dot and threaded the needle pretty much there to get a very good field position coming up to the end of the second quarter as well. Nice little run play there. I was going deep coverage a lot of this game because all the deep plays were coming off for him. So I was just going deep coverage and he could dump it off a lot. But we get a really nice sack there with Poe. And Dontari Poe loved the card. I mean, he just performs absolutely incredibly. And also, his fullback card as well is incredible. But coming towards the end of the first half here, end of the second quarter, I'm going to lob one deep. And we're sending it to no one. Because no one actually ends up coming up with the ball. Quite frustrating, but if I'd have got anything out of that, I would have been happy. It was just a total Hail Mary play. Got to go with it sometimes when you don't have much time left, and it didn't pay off for us. And he was abusing the flats a lot in this game. As you can see there, he's getting some nice gains with it, because we've got Cromartie as one quarterback who was doing really well this game. I don't think he let up anything anywhere near him, but our other cornerbacks and our safeties just don't make plays at this point in the game. Luckily there we managed to lock him up. I thought he was clean open there to keep going and get the touchdown. But luckily one of our players is quick enough to stop him there. And I'm going to try and make a few more plays on this drive. I'm going to try and set a few blitzes here and there. Hopefully get to the quarterback. As you can see, we nearly get to him here. Very unlucky not to get a sack. And he throws over the middle and gets for a touchdown. So the first time I blitzed in the game, he ended up getting a touchdown off it. Quite frustrating, but it happens sometimes. So we're down in the game. We need a touchdown to score. Once again, he kicks it to the same place. I'm going to juke to the outside. We get some really good blocking there. And Bo should be away at this point. I mean, he's against, you can see the type of people he's up against. They shouldn't be catching him, but they do, even though they have no stamina, and Bo actually did have stamina. But that's just the way it works sometimes. Going to go with a toss play to Bo again. Probably should have cut on the outside, might have got it. Managed to get to the 1 yard line, and I'm going to sneak it in with Peyton Manning. He wasn't user in a linebacker there, so we were pretty much odds on to score. And it's coming towards the end of the third quarter here, as you can see. We're going to get a nice sack there. Force him to his 3rd down and about 16. He needs a big play here. Otherwise, if he punts it, I'm going to score. I mean, there wasn't one offensive drive I had that I didn't feel confident in scoring. So he's going to go with the play action here. We get a nice block shed. Big fumble there. And Schobert, however you pronounce it, is in for his first touchdown for the team. And this guy had enough at that point. So luckily, we get a nice win with the team. Third game, 3rd win. Good start for the boys. But if you guys have enjoyed the video, like I said, smash a like on the video. Comment down below on the filters you want me to lose for the next episode. Subscribe if you are new. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next episode.